am bam damn a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gun Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 40.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose. Alabama, here comes the heat.
Cornelius Bennett.
Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Gunn. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
This guy's not going anywhere. Doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
How would Paul Bryant like you to
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
This does put a smile on my face.
Okay, whatever. All that.
Man, I was slamming and jamming. I thought, hey, I got chat room today. I got chat room. Yeah,
We're back.
Yes, sir. All right, roll tide, everyone. William Bryant, Jeff Stapleton, George Lambert, Stephen Hicks, Mr. Ken. Let's see. I already said George. I know some other bodies. Mr. Jones is on here. And obviously, I'm scrolling up pretty quick, guys. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know how it goes.
He's got chat. That don't mean he knows how to use it.
Yeah, you said that right. How you fellas doing this morning?
Go ahead, AT.
I'm doing good, guys. How y'all?
We're doing good.
Is
that it?
William, you'd be proud of me. I went ahead and started. We got a 3:00 game, so I went ahead and started. I can't say what we normally say on this show.
What is this shirt that I keep hearing about?
Right here in front of you, bro. Right here in front of you.
Did you send one to William?
Well, William has sent me like 5 shirts. So good Lord, I had to send him something.
Hey, the best. He sent me the best shirt he could have sent me with that Bigfoot for president.
There you go.
He's always a thinking, I'll tell you. All right, guys. Well, let's kind of get started here. Let me go through the tally, and this is going to be interesting. A lot of folks that didn't play was NSJ, Bama Red, Jeff Roy, AJ, Justin, and Hugh Freeze didn't get to play last week, so we'll start from there. George. Boy, last week was somewhat pitiful, guys. I'm right there with you, too. George, you got 11. Stephen Hicks, you have got 10. We'll skip over them right there. I've only got 8, guys. I'm the worst one out of the bunch, and I'm here sitting here trying to tell you how to pick. All right, I got 8. Roll Tide Rise Up has got 10. Jeff Stapleton has 13. William has 10. Mr. Jones, you have got 12. Let's see here. Todd, you also have 12. And B. Jamin, I believe, has 14. Spencer has 14. AT has 14. And I believe that is everybody that I could tell. Todd, I think I told you got 12. Yep. So that's where you're standing right now. Your leaders are standing at 14. Jeff is one behind with 13. And Mr. Jones is behind y'all with 12, along with Todd. I believe I got that right. So, guys, if you have any discrepancies about that, you let me know. I run off an honest system, but I believe I've got everyone correct. Okay?
I tried my best last week to have a bad week, guys, so y'all could catch up. I don't want to pull ahead and get out the way league because y'all might quit and just stop. I don't want that to happen, so I pulled back the horses. I had a bad week, but roll tide.
Hey,
Let's get on with it.
A lot of us got ones. A few of us got twos. But really, the winner from Pickem last week was Ken. He got all three.
Ken got all three. He sure did. Ken almost made me change my pick on the Ole Miss game. Almost. But once I pick them, I had to stay with it. I'm not one of these fair weather people like AT, you know.
Well, Ole Miss should have won that game, but, all right.
Things happen. Alabama should have proved me wrong, too, and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They had the opportunities.
What do you mean leave you out, Ken? I'm sitting here bragging on you, brother. He's talking about the tally.
Yeah, the tally.
I might have did. Ken is now 13.
There you go. He's right behind us. He's right behind us. Look at him coming in here.
He's right in the thick of it. Ken, I didn't mean to leave you out, brother. I was just going.
There's B. Jamin. Roll Tide, B. Jamin. Ain't got time to punch it in. Roll Tide, brother.
All right. Y'all ready to get started again?
Oh, yeah.
See how we do this week?
That's why we're here.
All right. I picked them this week, and there was a reason I picked the out of box because I'm just curious about this game. And there is another game I'm curious about, but the out of box game this week is Nebraska versus Indiana. Nebraska is 5-1. Indiana is surprisingly 6-0. That's why I picked it this week. The game is going to be played at Indiana's house. Indiana is picked to win by 6.5, which means they need to win by 7 points. All right, AT, let me have it.
You said Indiana and who?
Okay, that we know how you're going.
Indiana Hoosiers.
I broke up there a little bit. You said Indiana and Nebraska Indiana by 6. Is that right? Or 6.5? What'd you say?
7.
By 7.
7. Okay. Yeah.
Indiana's giving up 7 points.
Yeah.
They're minus 7 points.
Is that game at Indiana?
Yes.
I'm taking Indiana. I just don't think Raiola is ready for that kind of atmosphere. If he ain't but trend. And I know Indiana ain't no power school, but you walk into undefeated teams, I just don't think he can do it. I'll take Indiana.
All right. What do you think, Spencer?
This is a tough one. This is a great pick. You did good on this one. You did good on this one. Because this 7 points can go either way. It's like you got Indiana, who is 6-0, granted. But they hadn't played nobody. They really, truly hadn't met no great defenses yet, and they've been able to put points on everybody. But their defense ain't all that in a bag of chips either. They've been letting some of these smaller schools put some points on them. Nebraska, I'm not impressed with. I do like their defense. I do like their size this year. They're finally getting some Nebraska meat back on the field, which I'm proud of because I miss the old days when Nebraska was one of the top teams that you had to deal with back when Alabama was one too. But that's beside the point. Okay. The numbers tell me I should pick Indiana across the board. Playing at their house, just 7 points. They're 6-0. They've got more points. The only thing they're not higher on is the efficiency rating on defense, passing or running. So I'm going Nebraska. I'm going Nebraska.
You're going Nebraska.
I knew you.
All right.
I knew you.
All
What
right.
makes Indiana so good this year, guys, that Roar quarterback's having a great year. But go ahead, Icebox. I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy.
No. You're fine. You're fine. I don't know much about these two games or these two teams, and that's why I don't pick them. It's a pick 'em game, not who I favor. And actually, Nebraska is one of my ex-boss's teams, and he really talks well of them, and he will tell you exactly where Nebraska is at. He knows his football. Being from Indiana, I was surprised to find out that I think Spencer said something about it last week. Indiana was 5-0, and we got to talking about it a little bit. So that's the reason I picked this team. Me living in Indiana, don't have a bearing none at all because I got no loyalty to Indiana at all. But I'm going to put it this way. Indiana does have a good quarterback, but so does Nebraska. Raiola is
Nebraska's a freshman, though. Keep that in mind. A true freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman. Yep, he is. And they are playing at Indiana's house. Yes. Oh, and they are picked to win by 7. That's the major part right there. The pick by 7. Had it been just for 3, I would have went Indiana. But to win by 7, that's going to be the challenge. Nebraska has had time. From the first time I ever picked them this year, they lost. They've had time to get better. So I am going to go with Nebraska on this game. Because I just don't think, now I ain't saying that Indiana ain't going to win. I'm just saying I don't think they'll win by 7. I think Nebraska makes a game out of it. And if they lose, it won't be by 7 points.
Now you got me worried. I'm a pick because you've been losing all year. Gum. But I'm sticking with it.
Well, even Williams says Raiola's hot right now.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
he said Rolo's hot right now.
Raiola, you big dummy man.
Put an eye in there.
Where is that zap button at?
Yeah, in there. Let's do it. Excuse me. If we're going to spell it, let's spell it.
Let's move on. We're going to move on to Georgia versus Texas for our SEC game of the week. Georgia is 5-1, and they are visiting Texas at their house. Texas is 6-0, and they are picked to win by 5 points. Spencer.
Oh, this is easy pick for me. I mean, it's simple. You look at all the numbers. You look at everything. Texas should run away with this one. Georgia just lost. Only losses to Alabama. Alabama looks like shit right now. I mean, it's hard for them to pull a damn string out of the cat's ass right now, Alabama. I mean, it's pitiful. It ain't looking good at all for them. So by everything you're seeing, Texas should beat the holy crap out of them. But when a wounded dog gets cornered, it comes out fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I will admit that my man Kirby Smart showed me against Alabama in the second half, he ain't scared to throw everything to the wind. And it's on. I don't care if it don't work, we're losing any dang way. I'm coming at you. I'm throwing everything we got. If I'm walking out here with a loss, I've gave you everything we have. I'm picking Georgia in this one.
AT, this is going to be interesting. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm sorry. Loser. Excuse me. Hey, listen, man. This kid from Georgia, the quarterback, he's hot this year. He's not consistent against a good, he dove against us first half and a half. He everywhere he threw the ball, he this, that, and other. Texas is going to jump on them like we did because we're just going out slow. They've been there every game. They start out slow. They are what they are at this point in the season. If you're a slow starting team, every game, you're not going to change that you're a slow starting team. Now, it don't mean you're still going to get beat or anything like that, but you're going to be slow starting. Texas at home is going to take advantage of that. They're going to jump out on them pretty good, and they're not going to do like we did and let off the gas or think they're so good or read the rat poison or whatever you want to call it. You know, that Stetson Bennett, what's that kid's name? I think it's Stetson Bennett. What's Georgia's quarterback?
Oh, you mean $4 million Carson Beck?
Carson Beck. Yeah, I knew it was Stetson. I got Stetson on the brain. Carson Beck ain't as good as Stetson Bennett was. And Stetson Bennett was a walk-on guy. I mean, but anyway, you know, I'm taking Texas to win. I mean, win big. I look for them to probably beat Georgia, but I say big. I say 13, maybe 13 points. They'll beat them. And all said and
You
done.
only need 6, so you're right there.
Well, I said 13 to 15. They're only giving up 6.
Yep.
That's being nice, by the way. You know, I'm trying to be nice to Georgia dogs out there. You know, they think we get mistreated so bad, they're going to call the Inhumane Society on them and pay to be at the door going, hey, Texas. Go ahead, Mr.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. All right. This one's simple for me. I'm going right off the bat. It's Texas. Texas has got a powerful team this year. They're going to be playing for the playoff. They will be very strong in the playoff this year. They're going to be hard to beat. If all else fails, they don't lose quarterback, they might end up being playing for the national championship. Very good possibility. Georgia, you're still a good team. You're a great team. Yeah, you lost to us, but that's one of the rivalries that's kind of like Alabama, Auburn. Sometimes Auburn could have the worst team in the world and still beat us. You know how it goes. And we were picked to win national championships. That's just the way football is. So nothing against Georgia at all. But I just don't believe that they can go down there to Texas and win this game at all, much less I say that Texas is going to wipe them out. They will win at least by 7 points. So I'm going with Texas. There's no doubt about it.
What was that point spread again? Texas is giving up 6?
5.
I keep writing down the wrong numbers. It don't
Well, I
matter.
know.
6,
You got all your wins this year. You keep writing down the wrong numbers.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm really tied with you. You know, you Humpty Dumpty looking dog. You.
Careful.
Yeah, I'm being careful. Humpty Dumpty's a child's tale, man. You know, Humpty Dumpty fell on the wall. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. That's a kid's story, brother. I learned my lesson.
I got you, brother. I got you. All right, we'll move on. Yeah, be careful on this one because this is going to be hot. Alabama versus Tennessee. Alabama's 5-1. We all know that. We ain't gonna mention who we lost to, just because they're in another state. Alabama is picked to win by 3 at Tennessee's house. Tennessee is 5-1. They are 3-0 at home. We are 4-0 away. So I want AT to go first on this one.
Well, we got beat at Vanderbilt, so how are we 4-0 away?
That's what it said.
Good point.
Somebody's wrong
It
on
should
that.
be 4-1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's all that aside, guys. We like playing and kidding, having fun, but this Tennessee is serious stuff. Mr. Cajun, I apologize for what I'm fixing to talk about.
You ain't even here. Go ahead.
Okay.
You will not break a TV right now. You're good. Go ahead.
You know how it talks about Tennessee throw. That's the same thing they said about Spurrier. And when you look at the actual numbers and look at the actual what they've actually been doing, all Tennessee does is spread you out, run a simple route concept. They run 5. When they spread you out, you don't have. So you got to have at least 5 outside the box. 6 is the best. You got to keep back at least 1 safety. So you're actually the ball at the middle. Dylan Sampson, or whatever his name is, his last name is Sampson's running back. He's doing a good job. But get this, Texas, Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ, help me, Father. Tennessee does the ball for 8 run for 246. Now you can't get no more balance than that. So you tell me they pass. I'm sitting there looking at their stats for year. They're only more rush than they are passing, so they're going to run the ball. And that's where we get in trouble. If we're not careful, we got to do like Florida did. Florida got up in the box They didn't lay back in coverage. They got up in the box and they stopped Sanson from running the ball. That was their chemistry. That was their team that done that. Now you take the team after that. Before, Arkansas took back, they laid back in dime all day long. They did a different thing, and they beat Tennessee. That's their team and their chemistry again. So what we got to figure out is our best way to stop Tennessee. We either take the run or take the pass. And I think we got to stop the run, because if Sampson gets on early, guys, they're going to run, and they ain't going to stop running until they're going to keep on trucking. So I want us to put guys at the line of scrimmage, pressure. Let's get after Let's get after Nico Yamalawa. Day. Let's get on him, and let's put him under pressure early and get him shook early and stay on him and listen. He's right-handed. Is he left-handed or right-handed, whichever it is? Come from other direction, make him run against his arm. If he's right-handed, make him run to the left so he's got to turn that body back and try to throw it. When you throw back across your body across the middle, that ball is going to float, and that 4 or 5 linebackers got time to get between here and there and then pick it off. We got him. So I want to see us bring pressure from his off-arm side and make him move out of the pocket out of that direction. Of course, if you got your guys to contain the edge, he ain't going far at all, but he can't throw across his body. Line up, stop Sampson first, bring pressure. If we sit back in coverage and try to cover this guy, you've seen what Vanderbilt done. They went over the top. Teams going over the top. They just actually been out over their wide receivers all year long. We've had guys missed. So now, Mr. Gordon. I'm forgetting names left and right today. Alabama's defensive coordinator. I know you ain't gonna listen to me, and I ain't nobody. I'm just some little redneck, from Alabama, I guess you could say. But you got to bring pressure on this dude. But I'm taking Alabama just because I cannot. There is no way, and Lord help me, Jesus, if I ever pick Tennessee, I'm gonna be on the ground the next day, because that was, there's words out there for Tennessee, and I can't do it. This is a MA. This ain't an MA show, so Bama. And at the night when the game is over, if I'm still alive and we come online, I'm going to be celebrating, or I'm going to be shot between the eyes. Y'all go ahead.
Good job, AT. I like that.
That's how you eat the clock right there.
Yeah, hey, that's how you do it, AT. I like that. All right, go ahead, Spencer.
All right, first of all, before I get started, AT, you said you're redneck. You got your cigar ready? Do you have your cigar with you for this man?
I got it put up in the corner. Yes, sir.
Okay, what kind is it? What's the name brand?
I have no idea. I just picked one up. I was going through what was the name of that store? It's off-brand store down here. It ain't no major brand. It's guys. It's like Sam's. I mean, but his name's Steve's.
That's okay. That's all right. That's cool. That's cool. That's a decent answer. I got mine, and I am a true Alabama redneck from Sand Mountain, Alabama, from a place called Booger Hill. We do it Swisher Sweet way, brother, with a tip. Right there. There you go. That's redneck. I mean, that's what you go. It was either this or black and tan. I'm just saying.
Black and mild.
Right.
Now, with that being said, this game, and you take all the personal stuff out of it. Bobby, I do appreciate your prayers, brother, but really you don't have to, because, we pick at each other all the time. We throw pillows, and every once in a while she'll throw knives, but, it's a good relationship. It really is. But on this game this weekend, I could definitely be wrong because both sides are struggling. I really thought at the beginning of this season, the two top teams that would be playing each other in the SEC championship would be Alabama and Tennessee. I really did. I really believe that. But now I'm hoping just to make number 12 in a playoff, which is sad for Alabama. And, Tennessee's right there with us. I'm sorry. We're not living up to our potentials. But with that being said, We have Alabama got a couple of choices they can go. I'm not impressed with our defense. Matter of fact, I hate our defense right now, which gives every offensive coordinator a hard on when they see they're coming against us, because they see all the holes that they can then throw to and run to and how great it's going to be for them. It's a golden grail for them. Alabama, we'll get Kendrick Law back. That's my number one that I wanted back, Kendrick Law. Because this man, still, he's going to break out, y'all. This man's going to break out, going to have one hell of a season. And I still say, if he don't go first in the NFL draft this coming year, he'll go second round. Because they just got to feed him the ball. You got to let him eat. You let that man eat, he's going to score touchdowns. He's going to hurt people. My pick's Alabama. I'm taking Alabama all the way.
All right. So we got 2 Bamas. All right. Lord, I hate to break hearts on this one.
You ain't breaking no heart. Go for it.
Tennessee's house.
Yep.
And Tennessee is not all as bad. Their team doesn't have the question marks that our defense has. Our defense can be run against. Our defense can be thrown against. South Carolina proved that last week, and I haven't seen much in their run stopping the game. I haven't even seen much on rushing the quarterback. It's the problem. Now, our offense is okay. I still believe that they need to incorporate more wide receivers such as Law and Prentice and a few others, to be honest with you. Of course, we all like to see Hollywood do what he does, and that's great. But you need to incorporate the team. And we've said that on other shows.
Running backs,
exactly. You got one of the best running backs in the country with Jam Miller.
Two.
He might not be.
Two.
Yeah, he might not be the best, but he is a really good running back. And you got, say his name, Spencer.
Sweet Justice Hayes.
And we ain't seen much out of neither one of them this year.
Not even I thought he would actually catch the ball more than he would run. I really did.
Yeah. So something is going on with this offense, and I understand Kevin DeBoer is his first year, and he's doing this and doing that. And I figure he's trying to get what he wants for next year. But this year is what counts to us.
Right.
So I'm going to have to say it this way, fellas, and I really don't mean nothing by this, so y'all don't scold me on this, but I'm going to pick Tennessee for a simple reason. If Alabama does win, it ain't going to be by 3 points.
Good point.
That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it. If they win, it might be 1, maybe 2. I don't see, unless it's a miracle field goal at the end, I just don't see it. So I'm going to pick Tennessee as far as this Pickem show. I'm really hoping I'll only get 2 next week because I'm hoping Alabama slaughters them, but I just don't see it. I can't see it yet. But anyways, those are my picks, guys. If you have not picked already, and it always helps if you go ahead and put all 3 of your picks in, because it makes it a whole lot easier on me to find out which ones picked what. And if you don't mind, do that now if you have not already done so. And when you put in all 3 picks, those are the ones I go by. You can put in a team before it and change your mind, but if it's in all 3, that's the one I will go by. Okay? So, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on a pick that I thought was very, very strange. Florida and Kentucky being played at Florida. Kentucky's picked to win by only 2 points. What do you guys think about that?
Go ahead, AT. I'll let you go first on this one. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
One of these days we're going to have to get him.
I'm trying to keep y'all from hearing. Kentucky last week.
Go ahead.
Kentucky got beat by somebody last week. I can't remember who it was that they should have won, and they didn't. So Kentucky defense travels. I don't know really how good Florida really is after what they've done to Tennessee. It's been a Jekyll and Hyde season for everybody. Georgia, I mean, you name Ole Miss, and you name everybody, and inexplicably Vanderbilt. They've all won games or lost games. How did it happen? Why? Where did it come from? What was going on? I mean, it's like a Friday the 13th and a Saturday the 14th kind of back-to-back kind of days. But I think Kentucky will come back, and I think Kentucky will win down at Florida if they stay healthy. If they're not healthy, then Florida beat them in the fourth quarter because it's probably warm down there. So I would have to take Kentucky in this simply because they did get beat last week, and I think they might be trying to turn. And because am I still muted?
All right. Well, me personally, I'm really shocked about it because number one, yes, Kentucky did get beat by Vandy. We did too.
So did
we're
we.
We're two powerhouse teams that don't have the speed to keep up with a triple option. We both have a scout team that don't have the talent of a Vandy triple option. So, yeah, I can see that happening. Florida just sucks across the board. They just friggin' suck. They got the worst coach. They got the worst not the worst players. They have bad players. They have bad play calling, bad scheming. I don't know why they ain't already put the white flag out and said we're done this year. Give everybody a win. I really don't. They suck that bad. So, yes, I am stunned that the point spread that way against Kentucky. If I was a betting man, I'd be putting all kinds of money on Kentucky right now. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. If you want a money maker, this would be the game because Kentucky, to me, is going to win more than 2 points.
Yeah.
1.5. What is Vegas seeing? And this is the reason I bring this up. Watch this game and see if how well Vegas really knows football.
They might know injuries. They may know injuries more than we do. There may be some things that we don't know about.
Well, let me ask you this. If Alabama was playing Florida and they was picked by 1.5, what would you think?
I want to know who owes Vegas. Somebody's going to throw the game because that would have to be Milroe. That's what I would think.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Somebody knows something privy too. So I don't know. Maybe maybe both their green dots are missing out of that game. I don't know. I know Tennessee's green dots missing.
Now go ahead. I was just throwing that in there and let Jeff know he's right.
No, let's go ahead, Spencer. Or Icebox.
No. I see what he was talking about. No, that's the reason I brought this game up. 1.5 point Kentucky win. In my opinion, Kentucky will win at least by 14 points. That's what I think. So
or at least 9. At least 9.
Yeah, exactly. So I want people to see what Vegas really knows, and that's why we play this game. We're basically playing against the odds against Vegas. And I know it's all for fun a lot of times too, but just watch them. Just watch them. So that's the reason I bring this game up. All right, guys. Y'all got anything else for today?
That's all I got.
I got a major phone call I need being made on Mr. DeBoer to do me a favor and try to find Jeremy Pruitt's phone and at least to there to help him out, show him what he's doing. I'm making an advisory role. I'm not sure. I'm not saying get rid of the dude. I'm just saying, help him in the SEC because right now our defense is still struggling. We can't keep playing like this against good. We're going to get our butt whooped and we're going to lose more than 3 if we don't straighten it out. But really, I mean, defense has got to somehow they got to improve. Whatever he's doing, DeBoer and them need to make it better. And that's all I got to say, guys. Whatever you got.
Well, this is my last words I got on this one. Coach DeBoer and all Alabama players and fans. This is a must-win for Alabama. At this point, we have to win out. We have no more mulligans. Vandy's the only mulligan we got. And the only reason why, because they beat Kentucky. We need Vandy beating up on people too. As much as I hate to say that, I can't even believe that came out of my mouth. I don't understand it. That should not be in here. Nobody can afford 2 losses at this point. So no matter who wins today, us, Tennessee, one of us is out. That I'm telling you right now, with the schedule left on both sides, whoever loses today ain't making a 12-team playoff. 12! Let me repeat, 12-team playoff. That's my last words.
Harsh reality. You know, I'd like to see Vandy go play Texas and beat the crap out of them, make me feel better. Really would. All right, guys. That's all we got for today. Thanks for coming. I'm going to wish everybody good luck with their picks. And roll tide. And I hope I am wrong on my pick on today on Tennessee. Lord, do I hope I'm wrong. But anyways, guys, y'all have a good day today. Y'all enjoy your game. And hopefully we'll see y'all later on tonight. Y'all have a good one. Roll tide.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why,